Further delay and without missing Cortland Sutton too much, let's get into what's going on this week. So, first of all, welcome on in. And we have our first matchup, the Thursday night game. We got the Jets and the Patriots are hosting it. The Jets are 2-7. The Patriots are 8-2. Um, I mean, usually they have a prediction on the spread, but there doesn't even seem to be a spread available for this game. I wonder what that is a sign of. I'm a bit of a noob here, so I don't know 100%, but I assume that's not good.
No, it's it's definitely going to be a stomping by the Patriots.
So we have the Patriots outdoing them in every aspect: defense, passing, rushing, and uh, they're actually first against the rush. So even if you're thinking Brees Hall is my only playable guy this week, I would look for somebody else because the Patriots are actually number one against the rush when it comes to defense. Are
You're right
you
about that.
playing anyone else from the Jets? Is anyone playable for you?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think any of them are really a good option. It's just quite unfortunate. The Patriots are on a roll here, so the Jets have a really uphill battle, and it seems like they're kind of checked out this year.
Well, let me give you a scenario. You're sitting with Justin Fields, and you know you're going to start him, but you also have Brees Hall. Are you starting Justin Fields in your super flex spot, or are you putting Brees Hall there?
Brees Hall.
Right? I mean, that's where it's gotten to with this quarterback situation. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it feels about the Jets. How about those Patriots? Do you think it's going to be a game script where Drake May gets a couple passes, it gets up high, and then they're running?
Yep, I think that's pretty much what's going to happen. Um, I think you're going to see a big run game. Uh, I mean that could be really good for Travion Henderson. If you've got him, I think he's going to be played pretty heavily this week. Um,
Last game, he
but
had 10.5 yards per carry, two touchdowns, 147 yards. It was Trayvon Henderson's career um game. Listen, if he's capable with this with 14 touches, I want to put something out there. I could see Trayvon Henderson being really something next year.
oh yeah, definitely. The Patriots team in general, they it seems like they have magic with Drake May at their center, and I'm excited to see what they do next because Drake May, his rookie year was last year. He's just gonna go up from here. He's a fantastic quarterback.
I mean, he seems to be getting a lot better, a lot less concussions this year than last year. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, who do
Uh,
you like on the receiving end of the Patriots? We got Stephon Diggs, Kayshawn Booty, and Mark Hollins, which I'm hearing maybe a possible stash, maybe a possible grab on the waiver wires this week. Usually there's never really something on the waiver wires in week 11, but hey, Mark Hollins may be something to look out for.
I think the thing is, it's a dangerous play because they target different people. It's um it's not a consistent thing. Different Booty killed it with whenever he was in, but then you also have Diggs who did really well on some weeks, and it feels like Drake May goes to wherever the holes are, where who's open, and he seems to be a really good play caller in terms of like who to throw to,
There is
and that's
one strength I want to point out against the New York Jets, and that is their defense against the pass. They're seventh in the league, but what they like to do is they like to shut down the wide receiver one. So wide receiver ones are actually gaining few points against the Jets than any other team. So it's something to give a shout out for. Stephon Diggs may be getting the block. Booty may be getting some more attention, and maybe Hollins.
is Moody playing this week, or is he still out? I
Oh,
know
he's
he's been
slotted
questionable.
in. Oh, he's slotted in. Oh, Booty is ruled out
Actually
for Thursday
out
night 5 hours
5 hours ago.
ago.
He went out. Yep,
Oh wow, look at
crazy.
that. So now Mark Hollins,
Yeah,
who
he's a
was
good option, I
targeted
think.
10 times, received 6 of those for 106 yards. I mean, that is something to look out for, especially with the Jets, who are probably going to be all over Stephon Diggs. So there's the alert. And if he wasn't on your radar, he is on your radar now. And good luck, Maker, on the waiver wires. I'll see you out there. All right. Anyone else you want to highlight? Are you playing the tight end? Do you like Hunter Henry?
Hunter Henry. I think he's a solid option. I don't. He's a little too. I don't think his ceiling is going to be very high for this game, so I probably would not play him. He's like a backup tight end play, I'd say.
All right. And how do you like defense and special teams? Are you solid on the Pats, or are you a little bit
Oh
worried
yeah,
because the Jets actually got a very high score? What did they get? 29 fantasy points last week for their defense and special team.
yeah,
I mean, they come out of nowhere sometimes.
that is true. But no, I still think the Patriots are the better option here.
Yeah, if you're
It's
playing with
it's a divisional
statistics, for
game.
sure.
It's a divisional
Ooh.
game. They're gonna play really strong, and yeah.
Well, there you have it. Those are all the players that we wanted to highlight on those two teams in that matchup. Maker is calling for an upset, though. He thinks the Jets are going to win. I was telling him backstage, I don't think the Jets are going to win.
No, I don't think the Jets are gonna win.
All right. Well, let's talk about another in my mind, this is a toss up. You got the backup QB of the Commanders versus the Dolphins. And you're at home in Miami, but really you're in Madrid, Spain. So it's not really at home field. So you don't even have that advantage. So how do
it's
you
it's
it's everyone is going to be out of their element. Every athlete is going to be waking up in freaking Spain instead of America. They're all going to be eating, ochos huevos for breakfast. Things are going to be different.
it'll certainly be interesting. I think it's going to be a tough game because of the time difference. It's going to throw some people off. And these overseas games, I feel like they never they're not like a crazy game usually. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a slower game this week.
That's a good shout. When you're overseas, usually it's lower point scoring games. They actually have the Dolphins with a spread of minus 2.5. So we will see. Are you willing to stream any of these players? Are you looking at Mariota? Are you looking at Tua? I don't think either of them if you're in a 1 QB league, but what if you're in a 2 QB league?
Um, I think if you're in a two QB league, yeah, Mariota might be a good shout. Tua's been doing okay lately, but I just don't have faith in him. Mariota, meanwhile, I feel with his running game, he usually runs a little bit and can get you some points that way.
Are you playing Waddle this week?
Oh yeah,
He's a start
yeah,
every week, right?
yeah. He's now officially a start. Play Waddle. Um, I wouldn't say Malik Washington is a start. Achan's a must. Yeah. Um, and then the tight ends, no. But for
So
Washington, oh,
we
go ahead.
heard that Greg Dulcich was picking up some more work. He was targeted 4 times, however, he only grabbed it once, picking up 22 yards. Maybe he's on your radar. Maybe you're picking up him if you have some extra space on your bench. But otherwise, it's tough in the tight end situation in Miami.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend any, even picking him up, even in a deep league. It's like it's a tough like option. I don't know if I'd go for him.
All right, we got the Commanders. There's your favorite Krosky Merritt.
Oh, not
Are
favorite anymore, that's for sure.
has 4 weeks of under 10 points stopped you from playing him? Are you now benching him against Miami in
Yeah,
Spain?
I benched him last week. I played RJ Harvey last week. Um,
Now there's a good
and
play this
he's
week.
benched. He's benched again though because it uh I just can't see him doing well. Because I mean, for now, like they also mentioned that he is no longer the starter running back, and that Rodriguez will be the main one, and it doesn't look good. I'm definitely disappointed in Krosky Merritt. I thought after his breakout early in the season, I thought we were going to see some more plays, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
I feel like Washington just couldn't get it together this season to get a great record. It's too
It's
bad.
been a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. I think Debo might be a solid like flex play against Miami, but I just feel like there are other options out there.
How about Zach Ertz? Are you playing him in tight end position?
I probably would, yeah. Like he's a decent tight end option.
Otherwise, Chris Rodriguez is definitely slotted to have a starting role. And we have Miami, which is 26th against the rush in defense. So he may pick up some yards there. Definitely a flex position. Maybe getting you about 10 points possibly. It's tough to say with this Washington defense. Mariota only in a 2 QB league. Zach Ertz is a must play, and Debo. And then Miami, you got Waddle. Waddle is the only play in HN. There
Yeah,
you have
Waddle.
it.
All HN. Yeah.
Panthers, they are going to be playing the Falcons in Atlanta, and the Falcons are favored to win by 3.5. We have the power rank going to the Panthers slightly. They are 20th versus 21st. So the Panthers have a better record overall. Who saw that coming? 5-5 with the Falcons at 3-6. I'm telling you, crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
all last year I was like, yeah, the anything goes against the Panthers, I want to play them, but not anymore. So
We've seen a decent turnaround, especially with Rico Dowdle in Carolina. I feel like has been a star in the past couple games. So
Well, Rico Dowdle is definitely a play this week because their defense, Atlanta, 29th against the rush, allowing on average 146 yards. So that is a definite plus in the Rico column. And
Um, I do have to
otherwise,
give
yeah.
a worry because he was still out of practice today, so you might want to watch him. He might not play this week.
Wednesday practices, though, you really want to keep your eye out on the Thursday practice because, sometimes the superstars need just a day off to themselves. All right, so who do you like on the Falcons? Now, I have never seen the Falcons quarterback put up enough points for me to consider them as a starting QB and QB1. Uh, I mean,
No.
Penix is always hit or miss. You never know what you're going to get. 1 week he's throwing 221, and then the next it's 135. So, I don't know. He had 12 completions last game, which is a bit scary, but the week before he had 22. So against Carolina, which is 31st against the pass, I'm going to put my faith in Penix at home. I think he's going to take it to London. He's going to take it to Pitts, and he's going to be
And
able to.
Robinson,
Who's that? Who's that? Oh yeah, yeah.
Bijan.
The run. So let's check out the run. Defense against the run. They are 17th, so that does bode well for playing Bijan as and
Well,
yeah. So
like
all starts to me when I list those guys in Atlanta this week.
if you look at it, Bijan is also he's a double threat because he can catch. Like I'm looking at because normally when you see targets, you think, oh, they're like 3 for 6. Like, they catch about like 50 to 70% of their passes. He's like 2 for 2, 8 for 10, 3 for 3, 6 for 8, 6 for 8 on passes. And like the fact that he can catch is that's also one to watch out for.
His picture looks like he sold his soul to the devil for football skills.
I mean, yeah, the reason why he was one of the top picks is because he is a great running back. He just hasn't had a great couple of weeks. But I'm hoping there's a bounce back this week and we can see a real great play with him.
Yeah, but keep it on the ground. Listen, Penix, if you're listening, which you probably are listening to this podcast, you need to throw it to London. And London, I know you're questionable, but I know how you like to take Wednesdays off because you're a superstar. Every week I see the same thing. So I look forward to London practicing on Thursday and getting the ball to him against the Panthers defense. Now, when it comes to the Panthers,
Mhm.
who are you liking? Are you playing any of these guys? Are you saying Bryce Young is going to be putting up points and he's going to be tossing the ball, or is he going to be performing like he does every week and hit about 100 yards?
Um, so to me, I don't think Bryce Young's gonna really kill it. Atlanta does have at least a decent defense. Um, but I
Especially
do
at home.
think, oh yeah, yeah. Um, I think Ted McMillan is a shout. I think he might be a solid little flex option. And Dowdle if he plays is great. If not, Hubbard will be the main running back.
What did you think of their tight end situation? I haven't heard much from their tight end situation. You got Javon, I don't know, Mr. Sanders,
Monte, J, is it? Sorry, I always
Jatavion.
forget. Yeah,
Jatavion?
Jatavian probably.
I mean, he went 5 for 5 for 32 yards. I mean, you like to
That
see 5 targets.
was also against the Saints, who are one of the worst teams right now.
Yeah, so it's tough to trust the tight end situation. They don't seem to have an emerging
Yeah.
superstar who's really soaking in the targets. But if you have to desperately play someone, it does look like Mr. Sanders is barely rostered, and he did receive 5 targets last game, but only on the field for 36% of the. Yeah, not trustworthy. There's somebody else for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's more options.
All right, those are our start and sits for those games. Hey, what's going on? We got the Fantasy Dog 3868. Number 2 like, number 10 subscriber. Good luck with your channel. Oh, I appreciate it, man. And we're here chatting start sits, going over the game and just chatting football, man. So appreciate you sitting in. If you got any questions, we definitely go over all the stats. Hope you're doing well in your fantasy league. I myself am 8-2 in one league, and what am I in the other? The managers league. Oh my god, I think I'm 9-1.
Yeah, I think you're not in one. But I mean, I'm 8-2 in the managers league, but I'm only 5-5. I've been riddled with bad luck, I would say. Like Irving being out for so long has really screwed me. And then with the Kyler Murray situation, oh God, it was not good.
You're hilarious. I always think that as well. Young does seem too short at 5'10". You want your play caller to be 6'5", right, and 220.
A lot of them
I'm
are. A lot,
I'm
well, a lot of them are tall now.
I'm sorry. Hannah's getting upset because she's a short person. But and happy birthday to my wife Hannah. It's gonna be her birthday in an hour and a half. But yeah, I would say you want your play caller to be a bit taller, a bit bigger, because the sacks are so brutal these days.
Also to look over the defenders so you can see who's open.
Yeah, yeah, that's the main one. That's the main. Yeah. All right. That's that game. Defensively, are you and the special teams? Are you playing
Hmm.
the Atlanta Falcons? Because that would be my play.
If I had to pick between the two, yeah, but it's just I wouldn't pick either one just because this game is going to be a closer game. It's hard to pick one or the other.
Yeah, but in our league, it's like you're starved to pick a defense.
Because we grabbed all the good ones.
Yeah. So next one coming up, which I think is going to be pretty close, we got the Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Buffalo Bills are favored to win 5.5 on the spread. They are going to be at home. The Bills are 6-3. The Bucks are also 6-3. Josh Allen versus Laser Mayfield. This is going to be a close, tight game. Now, it seems like stat wise, the Bills have it on almost everything, but I just feel like Baker, and I almost said Baker, can pull it out of nothing and just get those touchdowns to Tez, can get it to Egbuka. And like we saw, is Irving practicing? He is
He's limited.
7 hours
He's
ago.
limited.
He was a limited participant and he's got the doubtful symbol. So that doesn't
Yeah, he's
bode as
doubtful.
well. Yeah.
If he plays, I'll be playing him. But if not, uh, there's always this to me. This is still a fantastic sign for me because that means at the very least I'll get him back next. I'll probably get him back next week. Probably.
Well, Baker is a must start. Josh Allen is a must start quarterback wise. I think that's a definitely a go. Now, when it comes to wide receivers, Mike Evans is still out. So it looks like they're going to be looking to Egbuka. I
Mhm.
hope I say his name right. And Mr. Tez, which this is like Fantasy Dog is saying. I feel like the wide receivers should be taller. This guy is small. 5'10", 165. He weighs less than me. And I'm trusting him to catch balls and not get injured. I'm scared for him on the field.
I mean, but the wide receivers have to be nimble. They have to be quick. But at the same time, Egbuka is just he's a monster, 6 foot, 6 foot one. He's he's there's a reason why he's trending to be their best wide receiver right now. So
Yeah, absolutely. If you have Emeka Egbuka, that's probably why you're on the top of your league. You're playing him this week. I mean, he just had a fantastic week. I know he was a little bit down, but after the bye, he's really been coming back. And against New England, a tough team, you saw him come out. So I think we're going to see that against Buffalo as well.
yeah, I think both Tez and Egbuka are good options this week for wide receiver. Um, Tez,
All
I would
right.
probably more lean towards a flex spot, though. I don't think he's going to repeat last week with the 2 touchdowns.
So I got a question for you. Tez
What was that?
Johnson or Woody Marks?
I, um, I'm not following Woody that much. Let's see.
Oh man, I follow Woody like he's
I
my
never
number
do.
one Instagram follower. He's
Woody.
Woody
I would say
is going to
Woody.
be at Tennessee, where
Yeah,
Tez
yeah,
Johnson is going to
exactly.
be at Buffalo. So there's one that's going to be a shootout, but defensive wise, Buffalo Bills are third against the pass. So that doesn't
I
bode well.
Woody. I'd say Woody.
All right. All right. That's a personal question. The maker knows that. All right. Then Cade Otton, tight end position on the Bucks. He's a must play. I mean, the guy performs every week for you if he's in your tight end position. He has had some stagnant in the first 4 weeks, but he's really come off. I mean, the targets he's got 12 targets last game. He's on the field all the time. So how can you not pick him?
Yeah. Yeah, I think especially with like Mike Evans going out, they needed another good target, and Otten's just kind of been that guy, uh, and that's why we've seen him really shine lately. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one.
All right, and defensive wise, are you staying away from the Bucks in this game because you think it's going to be a shootout or because the defense is too strong on the Bills side? How do you feel?
It's gonna be a shootout. Well, at least I think Baker's been great about making touchdowns, and Josh Allen, despite him being up and down lately, he's gonna put up points. He always does.
Well, there you have it. Last week he tossed 3 touchdowns against the Pats, so let's see it again. And especially without Irving, he's going to be having to toss in those touchdowns. All right, on the Bills side, Mr. Cook, obviously you want to slot him in. We got defensively against the rush, they're 11th. So may not have the biggest day for Cook, but you're definitely going to see him running enough. I mean, if you're playing him, you're probably on the top of your league.
No,
There,
I would say that's for Jonathan Taylor owners. I would probably 70% of Jonathan Taylor owners are top of their league.
right. When I say top of your league, I mean top six, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
You're in the top portion of your league. Um,
yeah.
when it comes to their second back, Ty Johnson, you're not really playing him. He's not on the field enough. He's not getting enough touches on the ball to really be considered. It's really James Cook taking all of the attention.
Yeah, I think he's not going to get that many looks, especially with this being such a tight game. I think there's going to be a lot of throwing in mixed in with the running game, so he won't really have that many opportunities.
Khalil Shakir was limited at practice. He has been not on the field as much as I'd like to see. He's getting around 9 targets. However, he is questionable, and he wasn't even able to log a full practice. So you'll have to wait and see and watch the updates to see if he's playing this week.
Yeah.
What up,
I
D.
mean, if he doesn't
Wilson?
play, Coleman will be a good play.
I've never heard of you before, but welcome to the show. He wants to know what's going on with Jordan Love. He's considered unstartable for fantasy football a day ago. So basically what's happening, in my opinion, is Josh Jacobs is taking all his touchdowns, and I'm fine with that.
I think he is playable. I think this week is going to be good for him. I mean, they're up against the beat up Giants. They're going up, but well, actually, they're probably going to run a lot. You're right. Jacobs will probably get these touchdowns, but I just think just because of that a tough game against one of the like the top, I would say top four teams against the Eagles, like it was just a really tough matchup, both with really good defenses. So, um, yeah,
As a
I,
quarterback, I mean, he's completing his passes. I mean, he's got 20, which was a low last week, but 26, 29. Those are good completed passes for your wide receivers. And then you got to consider he's got Jacobs on his team, which is a powerhouse for that team, which is going to take a lot of the points.
I think he still has potential. Yeah, he's not the best option. He has had a rough couple games. But there's just a lot of potential with it, especially with them wanting to fight for their spot and make it to the playoffs.
So Jordan Love, he's definitely fighting for points here, and I think he's gonna put it together against the Giants. I don't think they have much to be able to stop him. The Giants are 29th, allowing yards. They are 23rd against the pass, 31st against the rush. Josh Jacobs this week, watch out. And they're 27th against the points. So. I mean, and they're broken. They don't got Scatterbo and Jameson. I mean, Green Bay is the dream pick this week, in my opinion, for defense, right? Because if Jameson Winston plays for New York Giants, I mean, he loves to toss the ball. You're gonna get 300 yards, 3 touchdowns,
No,
and 3 interceptions, right?
against the Packers, I don't know. It's going to be a tough matchup for them, for the Giants. I think he is going to throw it a lot. I mean, like you said, he does like to throw it. Um, it's just Green Bay's been playing really pretty good defense, I'd say.
Against Pittsburgh, at Pittsburgh, Jordan Love got 360 yards. I mean, the ceiling is so high for Love. I would never count him out. I would, they're on a good team, and if you're in a 2 QB league, he's a must play every week. But I digress. Let's get back to Buffalo. Keon Coleman had a decent week for a flex position. Are you trusting him in your flex again, especially with Shakir out?
I think he'd be a good play if Shakir doesn't play. Otherwise, he's too hit or miss for me to like recommend like to in one way or the other. I mean, if you're in a tough situation and need a gamble, maybe, but um, yeah, he maybe a flex spot, but he would not be in my main wide receiver spots. That's for sure.
He did receive 8 targets, but only caught 3 of them, so you hate to see that. Next up, Kincaid, obviously. Oh, he's questionable, not practicing on Wednesday. So you want to be sure you watch that. And then you got, what are they doing for tight ends? So are you playing any of these tight ends in Buffalo? Knox
I mean,
or Hayes?
Knox might be a play, but he's still not like a great option.
Well, there you have it. The tight end situation, you want to pay attention to Kincaid, or I wouldn't trust them. You'd be taking a real gamble on Knox or Hayes. They haven't really been performing consistently enough for me to suggest playing either of them.
All right, I would consider your options. If you have you might have a better option as a backup tight end.
Now, for defensive special teams, are you crazy to play Buffalo Bills?
No, against the Bucks, that's gonna be a tough one. I think it's as of before. I think it's gonna be a shootout. So I'd probably refrain from picking either one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm freaking stuck, man. There's nowhere to go.
There's options. There's always options.
I don't know. The options are so bad. Why did I drop Baltimore? I should have never dropped Baltimore.
Who are playing? The Browns? I mean, I probably that would be an okay one for sure. There's one on the waiver wire that I know I would pick up if I were you.
Ooh.
But I mean, I'll wait till off off stream. You don't want anyone else taking your ideas, right?
No, Wilson's got good defenses. If he wants to grab it,
do you know which one I'm leaning towards?
I'm looking on the managers league, so I don't see the our stuff.
On the other league, yeah, there's actually, I'd say there's 2 defenses I would pick that are on the waiver, and they're actually the top recommended ones. So
yeah, there'll be some attention. There'll be some attention.
Yeah.
We got.
I think both are good options.
Maker, you're crazy, says Wilson. All right, we got the Chargers and the Jaguars. I want to put it right out there right now. I think the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl.
Really? Okay. I do think that they are really good. I don't know if they're going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, there's a couple really good teams this year, so it's going to be exciting to see.
I'm putting it out there now, though. Man, when you sent me Huge, I was like, oh, should I do it? Oh my gosh. I should have.
I taken it while I had the chance.
Because there's a chance he'll never play the rest of season. You never know. Or they could just save him for playoffs if they even get there. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they fight for their spot for one of the top teams and keep throwing to him.
Well, who do you have here? Justin Herbert, obviously a must start in your 1Q. Yeah. Man's on fire, and you want to go with that trend. He's consistently been throwing over 200 yards a game, and you love to see week 7. I want to point this out. First of all, I never see over 400 yards, but to hit 420 yards, Justin Herbert, thank you. And I know you went to college in Oregon, so you know what you did.
Yeah, I need a couple repeats of that. I'll tell you that right now if I want to win the fantasy league.
All right, so this is a team where wide receivers, I mean, almost all of them are playable. Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Huge. against the Jags, who are you not playing out of those three wide receivers?
Um, that's just such a tough one because, like, I would say Chargers are just like uh, they're just like the Patriots, where they will throw to whoever's open. They're all good options, and uh, like it could be McConkey this week, it could be Keenan Allen this week, it could be Johnston. It's a gamble, but sometimes that gamble pays off if you get the right one.
So it's a spin of the dice. For me, it's either Huge or Lad McConkey I'm putting trust in. Keenan Allen is more of he's the veteran on the field, so he's had a good game here or there, but he's got the, I would say, lowest floor and lowest chance for a high ceiling. The other two could definitely go off if they find them open. That would be mine.
His production has dropped. Keenan Allen, that is one thing. Like if you look at his record, he's been kind of going down a bit, or down quite a bit actually. But Johnston, I feel like didn't have the best week last week. I mean, he had 10 targets, but he only caught five. I just have a feeling that this upcoming week he's going to do better, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, watch him do better than even Mac Jones, I swear. All right. And how do you like their tight ends? We got the Disley, who's, oh no, he's seen nothing. So he's a healthy scratch. You never want to see that. Tyler Conklin,
Heston.
who's got one target. Oh, it's Gadsden. Yes, and I just got a
Yeah,
notification that he was practicing 2 hours ago.
actually
Yep.
so.
So everyone who was worried about Gadsden, hey, he's in my manager's league, so I'll be slotting him back in this week for sure.
I
Um,
think. Well, I have to say he was such a great option, like this past couple weeks that he's just performed. I feel bad because I was kind of looking at him back in like the week six after he did perform, and I should have picked him up then, and one of our other guys in our league took him, and that's where one of those scenarios where you should have just go with your gut sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always go with your gut if you feel something. That's what fantasy football is about. I mean, intuition. You're not going to know for sure anything. Wilsonian from the chat says, I want to ask about Christian Kirk. Lost his touch or simply striking out? So let's take a look at his record. He is a Texan. And yeah, he's not been getting the most amount of targets, and he's not spending that much time on the field. It's actually trending down. Only 43% of the time on field, three targets with only one reception last week.
I think it's important to note he came off of an injury, so I don't know if they're just trying to prevent his injury from opening back up or something, and that's why it's limited snaps. Just I don't know. I think we'll definitely see some improved play time and catches for him this upcoming week, but I still would be very cautious about playing him.
Yeah, it looks like Nico Collins definitely soaking up a lot of the targets, 15 targets. Um, so it's odd that maybe he's just getting back into swing again. He's only 5'11". And you want a tall wide receiver, right? But yeah,
Not all the
I would, yeah, I know, I'm joking around. You want to definitely
time.
hold on
No,
to him. You
no,
don't want to drop him. I think he's a wait and see candidate. But yeah, he has not been performing at all this year for you. So he's not a safe play, even in the flex position, in my mind.
I wanted to make a mention of something because you said you want him to be tall. It just made me think, and so like why what I was going to say was it reminds me of there was a college football play recently where they had a short guy. He grabbed what happened is the quarterback, um, the call was played, and then he handed him the ball, and he just sat there behind the defender, and they couldn't see him because he's so small. And he ran around after all like the defenders got up, and he like got a first down for like 15 yards. And it was such a like a funny like play that they came up with.
There you go, man. You never count anyone out. They've got crazy strategies, so for all types of players. Man, I can't believe I saw Montgomery throw a touchdown pass this year. I mean, that was a crazy play.
It was pretty crazy.
All right, so we've got Gadsden, and are you playing them as defense special teams, the Chargers against the Jags?
Playing Gadsden.
Playing LA as a, of course you're
Oh,
playing Gadsden, I think.
yeah. I think that's a
Are
for
you
sure.
playing them as a defense though?
I would. I think they've been a consistent defense. Uh, so I think they're a good option. Like if you're looking for a defense to play, I would pick them up.
I mean, they're constantly scoring you statistically a good amount of points for defense, so I would
Yep.
recommend. 100% now their running game I didn't talk about. We've got Vidal, who's got 25 carries. Oh my gosh, that's too much attention to ignore. You have to play that if you and you've got Omarion Hampton, who is still on the road to recovery. So,
Yeah.
sorry, he's not going to be in this week, and that makes Vidal definitely top spot in the running position to be playing. Yeah, I
I
mean,
definitely think he's a good spot to play. I do think once Hampton is back in, I would steer clear of him because he's not gonna be getting that production anymore.
but damn, take a look out for him next year. I mean, this guy produces or he gets a lot of attention. So good to see this year in fantasy. He's going to tick up those points. But yeah, he's a play for sure. Now let's jump over to the Jags. We've got Trevor Lawrence and the hair. Are you playing his hair this week? Not if it's
Um,
not if it's
no.
a one QB league, I would assume.
Yeah, not none of it's a one QB league. I probably wouldn't play him. I think he's gonna do okay. I just don't think he's gonna win against the Chargers. As you said before, they're a potential like Super Bowl team. So it's just tough to recommend him.
This is for me, but you know more about the divisions than I do. I'm kind of clueless. What is the division the Los Angeles Chargers are in?
I mean,
AFC West, right?
they're
So who are they up against there in their division?
the divisions. Oh, 1 second. Um, so yeah, I don't have it up. I don't really know it off the top of my
Okay,
head
so
personally.
I just quickly pulled it up. They are actually second in their division. They've got a tough division. Broncos,
Yeah.
Chargers, Chiefs, and then Raiders are obviously last. But the Broncos are actually leading that division. So that is a tough call to see who pulls through on that. Wow, I didn't
Yeah,
expect them to be in such a tough division, but yeah, the Charge. I'm still putting my faith behind the Chargers this year, though. Let's go.
so in the current state, um, Colts are listed number one for AFC, Broncos number two, Patriots number three, Steelers four, and then Chargers five, and then Bills and Jaguars are behind them. Um, yeah, the fact that Chiefs aren't even there is kind of crazy to me because I think the Chiefs are pretty dang good. Um, so we'll see how it plays out because I think we've got some crazy matchups coming.
Well, we have they're going to be up against Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Philly is a tough one. Then they got KC, which is a tough one, and Dallas, which is good for points. Yeah, so they got tough
I
games
mean,
to the end. It's going to be tough, but let's get back to Jaguars. ETN, are you playing him this week? He's only on the field for about 50% of the time, but he is getting 22 and 16 attempts in the last games.
I think he's if you have a flex spot, I would definitely play him. He can run, so I don't count him out. He's going to get you probably 15 to 20 points, I think, this week at least.
Who do you like on the receiving end of Trevor Lawrence? Brian Thompson is questionable. He was limited in practice, and
Yeah.
he was gone last week, and the week before he only got 5 targets. Oh, that's tough to trust.
So, yeah, well, also Parker Washington was also missing from practice today. So this is definitely one to watch. I mean, if Parker Washington's out, Jacoby Myers would be one to pay attention to. And then obviously Brian Thomas, if he's out as well, then yeah, Jacoby Myers would be their wide receiver one, which is kind of crazy.
It is crazy. What am I? You can't. Would you play Jacoby? He hasn't got over 10
Uh,
fantasy points in since week 2, where he got 12.
he might be a shout if they're both out. He's their main wide receiver. Like who else is he going to throw it to?
The hair?
Yeah.
I mean, Brendan Strange IR. Johnny Mundon on the field half the time, got 2 targets. You can't trust that. Quentin Morris, 53%, but didn't get any attention. Yeah, I mean, damn. Jacoby Myers. I hope he does something and he gains attention and he becomes playable in week 12 against Arizona. I wish the best for Jacoby. All right, on the tight ends, I guess none of these are playable for you. I went through them very quickly, but it doesn't seem like any of them are getting enough attention.
No, yeah.
Two targets, 1 reception in the whole tight end. I mean,
Yeah, I
there's
wouldn't
nobody
play
there.
him. Yeah.
And then the Jags, are you playing them defensively? They are going to be at
No.
home. Nope. No, you can't against the Chargers that are just going to be tossing the ball. So there you have it. Those are your players start sits for the games of the week that we had time to cover. Of course, there's more games going on. We got Bears, Packers, Bengals, Texans, 49ers, Seahawks. Oh my gosh, I wish we could get through them all, but there's not enough time in the day. So thank you for hanging out and talking football with us. All the best to your teams this week. And yeah, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah. Good luck on your teams.
All right, guys. Take care, and sorry for the AI ending I'm about to play.
This has been The Managers.
See you next time.
Thanks for tuning in.